Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. In the last session we have seen about the sigma and pi bonds. Along with the differences we have seen in the last class now. And in this class part 17, I am going to show you one more very important, most common fundamental topic, that is nothing but the shapes, nothing but what beta, geometries, one more is nothing but bond angles around the central atom in the particular molecule, and one more is nothing but what hybridizations. Okay na beta, and all these three topics are very important. Actually these three topics, they contain somewhat bulky and huge information is there, but all that information we will continue in our regular PUC classes. But now in this class, as per a fundamental and basic point of view, few important information I want to tell you as much as possible in short manner. Okay na, so try to capture the information na, very important for you. Okay, right. So shapes and bond angles and hybridizations. Hybridization, it contains so many rules and regulations na. Each and everything we will discuss in our regular classes, don't worry about that. But now I want to tell you, I will give you the structure. In that structure, what is the central atom hybridization? That hybridization you have to define na. Okay, so how to say in short manner, that one only I want to tell you now. Okay, rules, so regulations, so formations, everything we will see in our regular classes. Just now, in short manner, how to calculate, how to find the hybridization, that I want to tell you. You follow that hint, Nana. It may be very useful to you. Okay, na? Right. So shapes and bond angles, especially these 2 points, especially these 2 concepts, they can be explained on the basis of a theory. The theory name is called Vesper theory. Name was somewhat looking different na beta, but very important. Again, Vesper theory, rules, so regulations, so postulates, everything we will continue our regular classes. But by using Vesper theory, based on this Vesper theory, how to give the shapes and bond angles shortly, that one I want to tell you now. Rules or regulation अपन वहाँ पर discuss करेंगे बेटा. You don't worry about that. Okay ना? Right. So sir, what is mean by Vesper? इसका abbreviation क्या हो सकता? Yes, the abbreviation of Vesper is capital V. It indicates valence, nothing but outermost. S indicates shell, nothing but outermost orbit. E indicates electron, and P indicates pair, and R indicates repulsions. So the meaning of this heading is the electron pairs, maybe lone pair or maybe bond pairs. The electron pairs which are present in outermost shell, they undergoes repulsions. In our language, simply we can say that they causes fighting. Once again, so generally in every atom or every molecule, whatever that may be, nana, outermost orbit, or we can say valence shell, that contain electron pairs. So that electron space, they are causing what nana? Repulsions. So based on that repulsions only, we have to decide the shape and bond angle. Every information we have to be decided on the basis of the theory is nothing but what nana? Vesper theory. Okay na? Right na. So now listen carefully. It's the same point I have given here also. Shapes and bond angles of the molecules, that going to be depends upon the number of electron pairs which are present in valence shell. So electron pairs, again they are classified into 2 types. One is nothing but the BPs, means not boiling point. Try to consider shortly. This is nothing but bond pairs, nothing but lines nana. These are the bond pairs. And simply we can say these are nothing but the lone pairs. So bond pairs and lone pairs, including both, simply we have to say that electron pairs. So the electron pairs which are present in outermost shell, they will cause the repulsions. So how that repulsions will decide the bond angle and shape of the molecule. Though now I am going to tell you by using number of examples along with proof. I am going to tell you. Are you ready, Nana? Right. So try to remember only one point. Shapes and bond angles of the molecules, they depends upon only number of electron pairs which are present in outermost orbit. Okay now, right. Now I am going to tell you the information about total number of electron pairs. In that how many bond pairs are there? In that how many lone pairs are there? LPs. And what is the shape of the molecule? And in that molecule how much bond angle is there? And in that molecule, central atom undergoes what is the hybridization. Yes, shortly I will tell you 100% you can say the answer now. And by taking examples, so I want to start with example. Is one of the example I am going to consider, you suppose that is nothing but the BeCl2, beryllium chloride. What is the molecule? Beryllium chloride, and also you can say that beryllium dichloride. No problem, as a wish, Nana. Okay. So around Be atom, how many Cl's are there? 2 Cl's are there. I am going to show you the structure. Here I have taken beryllium. Around Be, how many chlorines are there? 2 chlorines are there. Cl number 1 and Cl number 2. But listen carefully. Beryllium, what is the group number? 2A group, Nana. And it contains 2 valency. You know that formula, valency equal to group number. So beryllium is nothing but second A group. Its a valency also 2. Such 2 electrons, 1 electron given to the chlorine, 1 more electron given to the second chlorine. No more unpaired. Now listen carefully. So in that BeCl2 molecule, around Be central atom, how many bond pairs are there? This is bond pair number 1 and this is bond pair number 2. Because of every bond that contain 2 electrons, because of mutual sharing, na beta? Yes. Here also 2 bonds are there. Bond pair number 1, bond pair number 2. So in BeCl2 molecule, how many bond pairs are there? Number of bond pairs equals to 2. Is there any lone pair? Lone pair means like this now. Is there any extra lone pair? No more extra lone pair. So simply we can say that is 0. Number of bond pairs plus number of lone pairs, this is equals to total number of electron pairs. Bond pair plus lone pair, 2 plus 0 means total number of electron pair is also equals to 2. That's enough. And you see that molecule, how that looking? Looking like a straight chain. I mean, looking like the geometry is nothing but linear geometry. So the shape of BeCl2 is linear. Okay, linear means, okay, in the form of horizontal form, simply we can say that around beryllium atom, between 2 chlorine, around Be atom, due to linear geometry, always it should contain 180 degrees bond angle. How much of degrees, Nana? 180 degrees bond angle. So ये तुम्हारा mind में fix करना पड़ेगा 100%, Nana. Most of the chapters in PUC 1 and PUC 2 level, they are going to be depends upon this concept only. If you know this fundamental, that is nothing to you, Nana. 100% I am guarantee. Okay, all of you? Right. So all linear molecules, always they contains 180 degrees bond angle. This is be fixed in your mind. Linear 180 khatam. Okay, now, right. Sir, what about hybridization? Now you have to follow me only. Okay. Total number of electron pairs, 2. Okay, now. So how to count the hybridization? Hybridization of all the molecules at a time I want to tell you. Then only you will understand that. Okay, now? Good. So I am going to enter into next example. You suppose that is nothing but the BeCl3 means boron trichloride. Boron trichloride. So central atom is B, is I have written here. Around boron, 3 chlorine atoms are there. Yes, I am going to write like this. Cl number 1 and Cl number 2 and Cl number 3. BeCl3. Okay, now beta. Right. So boron belongs to the group, third group. Valence electrons are 3. So all 3 electrons, they are forming 3 covalent bonds. Story clear? No more unpaired. So bond pair, bond pair, bond pair. How many bond pairs are there? In BeCl3, total number of bond pairs are 3. Is there any lone pair? No more lone pair. You can write 0. Bond pair plus lone pair, 3 plus 0. That is nothing but the total number of electron pairs. Again we can say that 3. Right, sir, what is the geometry? Shape we can say, geometry we can say by seeing the molecule only, Nana. So you can easily, we can draw the diagram also like this. 3 chlorine atoms. Here I am going to connect by using the dashed lines. Now the diagram is looking like trigonal form, and we can say that triangular form. Other we can say that trigonal planar structure. Which structure? Trigonal planar. Otherwise simply you can say that triangular also, no problem, as you wish, Nana. Diagram is clear? Okay, beta. So what about bond angle? Here is 120, here is 120, here is 120. Total how much, Nana? 360 degrees. So we don't need to consider 360. So around boron, between two chlorine, here how much bond angle will be there? This is around 120 degrees. Okay, na beta. So in boron trichloride, around boron, between two chlorine atoms, how much bond angle is there, Nana? 120 degrees. Again hybridization is there, Nana. I will tell you later. Wait for that. Next example I am going to give you. First, suppose you can write CCl4 carbon tetrachloride. Otherwise you can take CH4, nothing but methane molecule. You know the structure very well. Yes, in methane what is the central atom? Carbon is the central atom. I have written here. Around carbon how many hydrogens are there? 4 hydrogens are there. Okay, hydrogen number 1 and hydrogen number 2 and hydrogen number 3 and hydrogen number 4. Okay, na beta. Now all 4 hydrogen atoms I am going to connect by using dotted or dashed lines. Like this one. Okay, all of you? Yeah. So carbon is nothing but group number is 4. Valence electrons are 4. All 4 electrons they are given for bonding. 1, 2, 3, 4. No unpair. So only bond pair. How many bond pairs are there? You don't consider dashed line. Around carbon how many bonds are there? 4 bonds are there. So number of bond pairs are 4. Is there any lone pair, beta? No more lone pair. So bond pair plus lone pair. 4 plus 0. Total number of electron pair equal to 4. And the geometry is looking like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertices are there. Means we have to say that tetra means 4. 4 endpoints are there, Nana. So we can say this is nothing but the tetrahedral geometry. So methane molecule shape or geometry. What is the geometry, beta? Yes, this is known as, we have to say that tetrahedral geometry. So in this tetrahedral molecule, between 2 hydrogen atoms, around the carbon, we can expect the bond angle is exactly 109 degrees 28 prime, or simply you can say 109.5 degrees, like that also you can say, Nana. Okay, so once again it is the formula of methane CH4. In that methane molecule around carbon, between 2 hydrogen atoms, between any 2, here also 109, here also 109, here also 109. So between any 2 hydrogen atoms around carbon, how much bond angle is there? 109 degrees 29 prime. So here I am going to write that 109 degrees 29 prime. Again for this we have to write the hybridization. Okay, now beta, good. And next another 2 to 3 examples are there. That one also I am going to show you. But before that, now I am going to tell you the hybridizations of central atoms in this all 3 molecules. Will you follow me? Yes. So we have to decide the hybridization on the basis of only total number of electron pairs. Are you ready? Yes. So let me consider, Nana. Okay, now don't try to by heart. Simply go in short manner. What is the formula of methane? So methane formula is nothing but what, beta? CH4. What is the formula of, okay, now boron trichloride? Boron trichloride formula is nothing but what? BCl3. Everything already I have given to you along with structures. Now listen carefully, all of you, beta. So let me consider first of all methane, formula CH4. In that central atom is carbon. So they will ask you the question, sir, what is the hybridization of carbon in methane molecule? That is the question. So our answer is, so in methane molecule total how many bond pairs are there? 4 bond pairs are there. Okay, na? Sorry, 4 electron pairs are there. Okay, 4 electron pairs. So now you have to be count along with me. Come on, try beta. Okay, methane contain 4 electron pairs. Methane CH4, it contain total 4 electron pairs. So now you count along with me. Come on, start now. Yes. After that we have to say that sp1. Okay, na? After that we have to say that sp2. After that we have to say that sp3. Once again. So methane contain total how many electron pairs? 4 electron pairs are there. S, sp1, sp2 and sp3. Okay na beta. So in methane molecule, carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization, means one is s orbital, 3 p orbitals, total 4 hybrid orbitals are there. That's why here total number of 4 electron pairs. I hope now your answer is clear. Not only by seeing this nana, by seeing the structure also you can decide the answer. How? Around this carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bonds are there. Now you count the hybridization. First bond, yes, and this is sp1, and this is sp2, and this is sp3. So central C undergoes what is the hybridization? sp3 hybridization. So be fixed in your mind. This is very, very, very important nana. Methane formula CH4. In methane, carbon undergo hybridization sp3. What is its geometry? Tetrahedral. It contains how much bond angle? 109 degrees. Shortly, you have to say like that. Okay, good. Now try to say the answer. What is the hybridization of boron in BCl3? Okay, right. So here total how many electron pairs are there? 3 electron pairs are there. Again, come on, try beta. Come on, count with me. 3 electron pairs. Is sp1, sp2. So in BCl3, boron undergoes sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Again you can count, 1 s orbital is there, 2 p orbitals are there, total 3 hybrid orbitals. That's why 3 electron pairs are here. Okay now, not only by using this electron pair, by seeing the geometry also you can say the hybridization. Sir, how? Around this boron how many bonds are there? 1 bond with chlorine, 1 more bond with chlorine, 3rd bond with chlorine. So in BCl3 molecule, around boron, how many bonds are there? 3 bonds are there. So S and sp1 and sp2, like that we have to write nana. I hope you understand. Sir, what is the hybridization of beryllium in BeCl2 molecule? So in BeCl2, total 2 electron pairs are there, only 2 nana. So what we can count? S and sp1. Okay now, one is S, one is P. So simply you can say sp hybridization or you can say sp1 hybridization as you wish. So 1 s orbital, 1 p orbital, total 2 hybrid orbitals, nothing but 2 electron pairs. Not only by using electron pair, again by seeing the structure also. Around Be, 2 bond pairs are there. You can consider one is nothing but S and one more is nothing but P. Simply you can say sp hybridization or you can say sp1 hybridization. So how to count the hybridization? I hope you understand this clearly now beta. Yes, once again. So BeCl2, beryllium undergoes sp hybridization. In boron trichloride, boron undergoes sp2 hybridization. In CH4 molecule, carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization. But for sp hybridization, geometry should be linear, bond angle is 180. For sp2 hybridization, geometry is trigonal planar like this nana and bond angle is 120 degrees. For sp3, bond angle should be fixed, that is nothing but 109 degrees, and that should contain fixed geometry, that is nothing but tetrahedral. sp linear, sp2 trigonal or triangular, sp3 tetrahedral. So you should be focused on these 3 things nana. What is the hybridization? Respective bond angle and respective geometry, nothing but shapes. Okay now? Yes. Now I am going to show you one more very important compound, that is nothing but the another example, PCl5. What is meant by PCl5? Phosphorus pentachloride. Phosphorus pentachloride. What is the formula? PCl5. So phosphorus pentachloride, the formula is nothing but what nana? PCl5. Okay, I am going to show the structure first of all. Central atom is B, phosphorus atom. Surrounding of P, 5 Cl atoms are there, nothing but 5 bonds are there. So that is nothing but bond number 1 Cl and bond number 2 Cl and bond number 3 3rd Cl and bond number 4 4th Cl and bond number 5, this is nothing but the 5th Cl. So around phosphorus now how many Cls are there? 5 Cls are there. But listen carefully, one condition I want to tell you. 3 chlorines, okay now what I have written here in structure, these 3 chlorines I am going to show you by using the symbol is nothing but, okay, what nana, dashed line, So these three chlorines, they are present in one plane. Like this. So these three chlorines, out of 5, these three chlorines, they are present in one plane in the form of equatorial. Remaining 2 chlorines are there, one in above the plane and one more in below plane. These 2 chlorines, they are present in axial plane. So out of 5, 2 chlorines are axial in place and 3 chlorines are equatorial in position. Anyway, okay, that information we will continue there, but try to focus on. Listen carefully. Central atom is what? Phosphorus. Phosphorus belongs to 5th group. Valence electrons are 5. All 5 electrons are given to 5 chlorine. Now no more lone pair. Okay now. So around phosphorus total how many bonds are there? 1 and this is 2 and this is 3 and this is 4 and this is 5. Total number of bond pairs are 5 in PCl5 molecule. In which molecule beta? Yes, in PCl5 molecule. Okay, fine. And is there any lone pair? No more. So bond pairs are 5, lone pairs are 0, total electron pairs are 5 number. Okay, now good. Now I am going to tell you the geometry or shape. 3 chlorines, they are present in equatorial position. So by using this 3 chlorine, we can say that this is called trigonal form. Yes, sir. And above plane one chlorine is there, it is in the form of pyramid. And below plane one more chlorine is there, it is in the form of another pyramid. 3 chlorines, they are in the form of trigonal. Above chlorine in the form of pyramid and below plane chlorine in the form of pyramid. So how many pyramids are there? 2 pyramids are there, but central geometry is nothing but trigonal. So we have to say that trigonal, above plane pyramid, below plane pyramid, means do pyramid. We can say bipyramidal. So trigonal, bipyramidal, this is your geometry. So the shape of PCl5 is what beta? Trigonal, above plane and below plane, above egg, below egg, 2 pyramids are there. We can say that bipyramidal, trigonal, bipyramidal. Like that we have to consider. Okay, simply we can say that short form, this is called TBP. T for trigonal, BP bipyramidal. This is trigonal form, pyramid, bipyramids are there. I hope you understand that clearly. Okay, fine beta. Now what do you want? Bond angles you required. So one is trigonal form. Trigonal form definitely contains 120 degrees. So trigonal form means I have written 120 degrees. But here axial form is also there. So trigonal chlorines, they are having 120 degrees, but equatorial chlorine, it contains 90 degrees. You can see the diagram carefully now. Axial chlorine 90, below plane also axial chlorine 90. Remaining 3 equatorial chlorines are there, they contains 120 degrees. Because of 3 chlorines, they are in trigonal form, so definitely they contains 120. Remaining 2 chlorines, they are in axial form, they contains 90 degrees. Okay now beta? Good. Now what will be the hybridization of phosphorus in PCl5? In PCl5, around phosphorus, how many bonds are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you count along with me. 5 bonds are there around phosphorus. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. After that, sp4. Don't say sp4 beta. sp4 hybridization is not possible because of they should contain unpaired electron. Okay na beta. So after sp3 we have to enter into d nana. I will tell you the rules and regulation. Okay, but try to remember sp4 hybridization is not possible. After sp3 we have to consider d. Okay now once again I am going to repeat. In PCl5 around phosphorus 5 chlorines are there. Nothing but 5 bonds are there. Nothing but 5 electron pairs are there. So total 5 electron pairs. Now count along with me once again. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3 and sp3d1. That is the hybridization. So what is the hybridization of phosphorus in PCl5 beta? sp3d1. sp3d1. Like that we have to say the hybridization. Sir, how to count? 1 s orbital, 3 p orbital, total 4, 1 d orbital, total 5. So 5 hybrid orbitals are there. They forms 5 electron pairs and we can say 5 bonds with chlorine. Okay. Phosphorus pentachloride hybridization is sp3d1. Bond angle 120 and 90 degrees because of two types of chlorines are there. Equatorial contain 120, axial contain 90. What is the geometry of PCl5? Trigonal bipyramidal. I have given the geometry. This is nothing but trigonal form. Above plane pyramid, below plane pyramid. Okay, now beta. I hope you understand the story clearly. Right. Another example I am going to tell you. You suppose that is nothing but the SF6 sulfur hexafluoride. Are you ready? Yeah. I am going to tell you the structure. Central atom is S. It connected to 6 fluorines. Fluorine number 1 and fluorine number 2 and fluorine number 3 and 4. 5, 6. Around sulfur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the structure of SF6. So we have to, okay, literally I am going to show the diagram beta. Sulfur belongs to group 6A group. So total 6 valency electrons are there. 6 valency electrons are there. Okay, now. So that all 6 electrons, they are given to the 6 surrounding fluorine and sulfur forms 6 covalent bonds. Okay, now there will be no more unpaired. So total how many bond pairs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of bond pairs are 6. Lone pair, no more, 0. Bond pair plus lone pair, it is equals to total number of electron pair. Again we have to write 6 nana. Okay, na? Good. So around sulfur total how many bonds are there? 6 bond pairs are there. So come on, count the hybridization. Yes, I am starting from here. Okay, na? Yeah. Yes. sp1, sp2, sp3, sp3d1, and this is sp3d2. Once again. So in SF6 molecule, around sulfur, 6 fluorines are there. So how to count the hybridization? Okay, 6 fluorine means 6 bonds. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. After sp3, sp3d1, but here 6 bonds are there. So one more we have to consider, sp3d2. Okay, na? Yes, once again. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3, sp3d1 and sp3d2. Total hybridization 6 bond pairs are there. So we can say hybridization is nothing but sp3d2. 1 s orbital, 3p orbital, 2d orbital. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 1 s, total 6 hybrid orbitals are there. Okay, na beta? Good. So what will be the bond angle? So in this, okay, between any two sulfur atom, between any two fluorine around the sulfur, here the bond angle should be fixed. That is around how much nana? 90 degrees. In all cases, that is the fixed nana. So bond angle is 90 degrees in the molecule is nothing but SF6 molecule. Okay, now beta. Right, sir, what is the geometry or shape? The shape of SF6 is like this. So the geometry is called octahedral geometry. What is the geometry, beta? Octahedral geometry. So what is the geometry of SF6 nana? Octahedral. For octahedral compounds, what is the hybridization? sp3d2. sp3d2. And the bond angle around the sulfur is nothing but 90 degrees. And one more example I want to tell you. You suppose that is nothing but the IF7 means iodine, hepta. Hepta means 7 beta. Iodine, hepta, fluoride. Once again, what is meant by IF7? Iodine, hepta, fluoride. Okay, right. So central atom is nothing but I. Around iodine, 7 fluorines are there. But out of 7 fluorines, 5 fluorines, they are present in one plane. That is in the form of pentagonal form. How many fluorines? Iodine connected to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. But in IF7 total number of fluorines are 7. But I have written only 5. So out of 7, 5 fluorines, they are present in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices are there. Means pentagonal. This is 3 forms are there. You have written here trigonal. But here 5 forms are there. 5 vertices are there. You can say that pentagonal. Right. But total 7 fluorines are there. Here only we have taken 5. They are in the form of pentagonal. Remaining 2 fluorines are there. Again same thing like this nana. Remaining 2 fluorines one fluorine from the axial above plane, one more fluorine from the axial below plane. Okay na? Right. So above fluorine forms pyramid, below fluorine also forms pyramid, same like this nana. So middle form is pentagonal, above plane one pyramid, below plane one pyramid. So bipyramidal. Which pyramidal? Pentagonal, bipyramidal. Pentagonal, what beta? Bipyramidal. And also we can say that shortly it is known as PBP. Pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. Okay, I hope at least to try to say the hybridization now beta. In IF7, around iodine, total how many bonds are there? 7 fluorines are there, means 7 bond pairs and 0 lone pair, total equal to 7. So in IF7, total number of electron pairs are 7. 7 means try to count the hybridization. Okay, this is 5. From here we are going to consider 2 nano. By seeing the diagram also you can see. Okay, total number of fluorines, 7 fluorines are beta. Yes, I am going to start from here. Come on, count along with me. Yes. This is over. Yes. sp1, sp2, sp3. After that, sp3d1, sp3d2. Next, sp3d3. So in IF7, iodine heptafluoride, iodine undergo the hybridization sp3d3, sp3d3, 3 p orbitals, 3 d orbitals, total 6. One sulfur is there, total 7. So total 7 hybrid orbitals are there. So the hybridization is nothing but what nana? sp3d3. And what about bond angle? Listen carefully. Here in PCl5, trigonal contain 120. Okay, trigonal contain 120, but axial contain 90. Here also axial is there. So definitely we have to say that 90 degrees. But here trigonal form, it contains 120 degrees. Okay, na? But in IF7, pentagonal form is there. So in pentagonal form, between any two iodine, between any two fluorine, around iodine, the bond angle is exactly 72 degrees. So in pentagonal form, how much bond angle? 72. But axial fluorine contain 90 degrees. So here also we can write two types of bond angle, 72 and 90 degrees. Everything was cleared. This table was very important to you. All of you, my dear students. So try to be focused on only 3 things. What is the hybridization and respected bond angle and what is the shape of the molecule. Okay, that things you have to be focused. SP linear, once again final revision. SP hybridization should contain linear geometry. SP2 contains trigonal planar. SP3 means tetrahedral. SP3D1 means trigonal bipyramidal. SP3D2 means octahedral. SP3D3 means pentagonal bipyramidal. So for linear compound, bond angle 180, trigonal compound 120 degrees, tetrahedral compound 110 degrees, and trigonal bipyramidal like this nana. Trigonal bipyramidal 120 and 90 degrees, 120 and 90 degrees. And sp3d2 octahedral, it contain only 90 degrees, and sp3d3 IF7, it contain pentagonal what nana? Bipyramidal. So axial fluorine contains 90 degrees and pentagonal fluorine contains what nana? 72 degrees. This is the evergreen information, 100% night double 200% nano. Whatever that may be, maximum topic you have to be remember nano. Each and every point you have to be remember. Especially your focus should be on what? What is the shape and respective bond angle and respective hybridization. I hope you understand that clearly now. Okay. So once again shortly I am going to tell you how to write the hybridization. Only 2 bond pairs, S and P. Simply you can say that SP. Yes, next one is 3 bond pairs. Yes, sp1, sp2. Okay, 3 bond pairs. Next, 4 bond pairs. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. Okay, sp3. Next, PCl5, 5 bond pairs. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. After sp3, sp3d1. Yes, I have written here sp3d1. SF6, around sulfur, 6 bond pairs are there. 6. So S, sp1, sp2, sp3, after that sp3 d1, okay na, and after that sp3 d2, total 6 hai na beta. And total here what na, IF7, 7 is there. 7 means yes, sp1, sp2, sp3, after that sp3 d1, sp3 d2, sp3 d3, sp3 d3 hybridization. Okay, beta. So this is the information given on the basis of Westport theory and rules and regulations of Westport theory. We will continue in our theory classes. Okay, na beta. Right. So listen, all of you, my dear students. Listen carefully here. What happened here in this all examples? Number of lone pairs are 0. Yes or no? Number of lone pairs are 0. Now I want to tell you an example by taking, okay, lone pair now. Just 1-2 example enough. Okay na? Right. So but one thing Nana, before going to tell that, you should be fix some information in your mind. The information is about sp3. So sp3 hybridization contains tetrahedral geometry and that should contain bond angle is 109 degrees 28 prime. So these 3 points try to be fixed now only in your mind. Then only now what I am going to tell the example you will understand now. Okay? Right. Fine. 3 examples I am going to consider here. How many examples, beta? 3 examples. So in that number 1 is I am going to consider methane. Yes, just now I have taken a beta. Yeah. Yes, once again I am going to consider methane. One more I am going to consider, that is nothing but ammonia. You know this formula very well, NH3. And one more molecule I am going to consider, that is nothing but the water molecule. Okay, right. So in methane, what is the central atom? Central atom is C. It connected to 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay, clear. In ammonia, central atom is nitrogen. Okay, N, but it connected to 3 hydrogen atoms. Next, water molecule, central atom is O, but it connected to only 2 hydrogen atoms. Are you ready? Yes. Methane, bond pairs are 4, bond pairs are 3, water molecule bond pairs are 2. Bond pairs are different. Carbon group is 4 bonds are satisfied. Nitrogen group is 5, but here is only 3. Remaining 2 electrons are there. You can write in the form of one lone pair. Lone pair contains 2 electrons. Okay. Oxygen group number 6. Out of 6, only 2 shared. Remaining 4 electrons means 2 lone pair. One lone pair contains 2 electrons. Second lone pair contains 2 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear, Nana? Okay, all of you? Right. So this is nothing but what? Methane molecule. Is there any lone pair? Lone pair equal to 0. Yes, this is nothing but ammonia molecule. How many lone pair? Only 1 lone pair. This is also lone pair. Here also lone pair. But in ammonia molecule, only 1 lone pair. Lone pair equal to 1. But in water molecule, how many lone pairs? 2 lone pairs are there. So lone pair is equal to 2. Now you can check the information. Right. And in methane molecule, how many bond pairs are there? Bond pair equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here bond pairs equals to 1, 2, 3. And here bond pairs equals to 1 plus 1, 2. Lone pair 0, bond pair 4. Total number of electron pairs are 4. Lone pair 1, bond pair 3. Total number of electron pairs are 4. Lone pair 2, bond pair 2. Lone pair 2, bond pair 2. Total number of electron pairs are 4. Electron pair 4, electron pair 4, electron pair 4. 4 means count the hybridization. S, sp1, sp2, sp3. Once again. 4 is there, na beta? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes, sp1, sp2, sp3. All these 3 molecules, in this all 3 molecules, central atom contain 4 electron pairs. Means in methane, carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization. 1s and 3p, total 4 beta. In ammonia molecule, again 4, okay, total pairs are there. We can say that again sp3 hybridization, 1 plus 3 equal to 4. Here also 4 means sp3 hybridization. All of you listen carefully, my dear students. So methane and ammonia and water molecule. In this all 3 molecules, central atom undergoes sp3 hybridization. If their hybridization is same, they should contain same bond angle and they should contain same geometry, and we can say that shape. Once again, all these 3 molecules, in that central atom undergoes sp3 hybridization. If their hybridization is same, they should contain same bond angle and same geometry. But here, in these three examples, hybridization may be same, but they contains different bond angles and different geometries, and we can say that shapes. So due to reason is why. That is very important point. That point I am going to tell you. Okay na beta? Right. So methane molecule hybridization is what? sp3. It contains the geometry is nothing but tetrahedral. Ammonia molecule hybridization is nothing but what? sp3, but it contains the geometry is nothing but pyramidal shape. Very important. Water molecule, the hybridization is nothing but sp3, but it contains the shape is nothing but the, simply we can say that V shape, and also we can say that angular shape, and also we can say that bent shape, as you wish. Okay, right. So this is looking like ulta V shape, Nana. V, ulta V. Okay, all of you. Water molecule shape is what, Nana? V shape. 100% guarantee. Remember, karna. Most important fundamental pattern. Right. With the shape of water molecule, V shape. With the shape of ammonia, pyramidal. With the shape of methane, tetrahedral. But their hybridizations are same, but geometries are different. So reason is why. The reason is only on the basis of lone pair. Okay, I will tell you. Right now. But in methane molecule, yes, tetrahedral and bond angle already I have told you 109 degrees, 28 pran. But in ammonia molecule, the bond angle is 107 degrees. But in water molecule, the bond angle is 104.5 degrees. All of you listen carefully. Methane and ammonia and water. All these three molecules, they contain 4 electron pairs. All they undergoes sp3 hybridization. Even though their hybridizations are same, but they contains different geometries and different bond angles. Due to reason is why. The reason is only one thing, that is nothing but the repulsion concept. Which concept? Repulsion concept. So what is the repulsion concept? Final conclusion point I am going to tell you. In methane, 0 lone pair. But in ammonia, 1 lone pair. In water molecule, 2 lone pair. So what happened here? 0 lone pair, 1 lone pair, 2 lone pair. Number of lone pairs increases. As the number of lone pair goes to be increased, they causes more number of what, Nana? Repulsion. Nothing but more fighting will be arises. Fighting means repulsions, Nana. So most repulsions are caused by whom? Lone pair causes more bulky repulsions, Nana. Okay, na? So this is the bond pair. 4 bond pairs are there. Here 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. So already it causes the disturbance. But in water molecule, only 2 bond pair and 2 lone pairs are there. Okay, 2 members are there. They are going to cause a disturbance. So 0 lone pair, 1 lone pair, 2 lone pair. Okay, as the number of lone pair goes to be increases, they causes the more number of repulsions. Nothing but fighting goes to be increases. Due to increase of repulsions, their bond angles goes to be decreases. You can check the answer. 109, it becomes 107. It becomes 104. So what happened here? 109 becomes 7, 7 becomes 4. So bond angles goes to be decreases. Due to reason is increase of lone pair and increase of repulsions. Okay, all of you. So final touch is from methane to ammonia, ammonia to water. Number of lone pairs increases. Okay. As number of lone pairs increases, 0 lone pair, 1 lone pair, 2 lone pair. As number of lone pairs increases, their repulsions also increases because of lone pair occupies more space, that causes the repulsion. Okay, now this is important point. So here no more lone pair, no repulsion, exact value 109, tetrahedral, everything is fixed here. But here bond angle changes and geometry also changes. Due to reason is only electron pairs, they causes the repulsions. Okay, all of you? Right. So as number of lone pairs increases, their respective what, repulsions goes to be increases. As number of lone pairs increases and causing repulsions goes to be increases. If the repulsions goes to be increased, that molecule will become disturbed. Okay, its respective bond angle goes to be what, Nana? Decrease. So number of lone pairs are directly proportional to the repulsions, but these two factors are inversely proportional to bond angle. So their bond angles goes to be decrease. BA means bond angles goes to be decrease. Decrease na beta. We can see the data. 0 lone pair, 1 lone pair, 2 lone pair. Number of lone pairs increase. And they causes more number of repulsions. That's why bond angle goes to decrease. Why? 109 become 107 because of one lone pair increase. 107 become 104. One more lone pair goes to be increase. Okay, all of you. So in these three molecules which contain more repulsions, water molecule contain more repulsions. That's why it contain less bond angle. In these three which do not contain repulsion, methane, because of no lone pair, no repulsion, exact bond angle 109 degrees. More repulsions, water, due to presence of two lone pair. No repulsions, methane, because of no more lone pair. Which contain more bond angle, methane 109 degrees. Which contain less bond angle, water 104.5 degrees. Why water molecule contain 104 even though its hybridization is sp3? Then your answer is, in water molecule two lone pairs are there, they causes what, Nana? Repulsions. Due to increase of repulsions in that molecule, bond angle goes to decrease from 109 to 104 degrees. Okay, na beta. And some more extra information we will discuss continuously in our regular PUC classes. But what I have told you today, that was very, very, very important. Try to memorize and try to remember the data also, Nana. It was very useful to you. Not for 1 to 2 chapters. Most of the chapters that depends upon this concept only, Nana. Okay, all of you? Right now.